Welcome to Journaling for Manifestations. I'm your guide, Maureen. So I created this course because I had been manifesting for a while. I've been trying to manifest. I've been learning about the law of attraction, and I've always been a journaler. I've been writing in my journal since I learned how to write cursive in Catholic school way long ago. And I've always just wrote about my life and, things like that. But I realized that there are so many preconceived notions that are blocking us from our manifestations. And I created this course specifically to help me move my energy so that I could open up my mind and realize what my blockages were and what they were doing to prevent abundance and love and better health into my life. When I decided to do this, it completely changed my life. Some of the topics are difficult, I'm not going to lie, but it really shows you where your thought process is, and maybe it's incorrect and you're not receiving the love and the abundance and the health that you deserve. But I have changed all that through this 30-day Journaling for Manifestations course. It works. I promise you it works. I'll just give you an example. So after I did it for me and I started creating more abundance in my life, students started coming, calling me. I started getting leads out of nowhere because I had taken a dip in my business, and I was just like, what's wrong with me? Why aren't students calling me? Why aren't students applying? I have an amazing program. And this was for my yoga teacher training. So I created this course, and the first person I tried it on was my brother. And my brother was in a relationship that he wanted to get out of. They had bought a house, him and his girlfriend had bought a house, and she didn't want to move out. And he had a van and he wanted to go and do the van life thing. So I said, hey, come stay with us for a while until you get this all sorted out. So he has a house in New York. We live in Florida, and he wants to sell the house, but the girlfriend's still living in the house. And he knows he needs to sell the house, and he wants to sell all of his furniture. And you guys know how big of a pain it is when you move to move your furniture and all those things. And since he's moving into van life, he wanted to get rid of all of his furniture. So, he was having a hard time trying to sell the house. He wanted, he's only owned the house for less than a year, so he wanted to sell the house for more than he paid for it, but he was okay for selling it for what he got it for. And he started this course, and he was sitting here at my table every day doing the journaling topics. And within a week, his girlfriend decided to move out of the house and move back in with their parents. And then a week later, he sold the house for over asking, fully furnished. And he didn't even have to go back to New York to get anything because everything he had needed was already in his van. And it was that simple. And, he had just sold the house. And then after everything had closed a few weeks later, he was off to Europe with his van. I mean, that's how quickly it works. Another example was my friend Desiree. I'm like, please try this. I need some proof of concept. And she had been dating around for a while, and she just hadn't found the guy that she really wanted to get into a relationship with. But she was getting solar panels put on her house. This is not a lie. This is a true story. And her friend was trying to set her up with the guy who was the salesperson selling the solar panels for her house. And she just wasn't really interested in him. But then she decided to get the solar panels anyway. But the guy who installed the solar panels came knocking on her door and letting her know that he was going to install the solar panels and everything they were going to do. And guess who's married now? Yeah, that's Desiree and the solar panel guy. So this program really, really, really works. It's worked for tons of my friends and hundreds of my clients who have worked it to help improve the quality of their lives. If there's something in your life that you want to shift, this course is for you. 30 days, 30 minutes, stay focused, stay dedicated, and I promise you, you're going to have a huge transformation from day 1 to day 30. So link arms with me and let's take this journey together, and I can't wait to see how different your life is going to be 30 days from now.